Hello, everybody. Robert here, and welcome to the second ever episode of DeepWebBrowsing.com. Or something, name pending, I don't know. Um, so I'm in the middle of a giant recording session. I took a little break, and now it's finally dark out, so the sun's not in my eyes, which is really, really nice. I'm happy. Not much to say to begin. We're still fletchlings at this. Lots to see, so let's get to the first website. Best Financial Service. Imperial since 2014. Best financial market prepaid cloned gift cards and money transfers via PayPal or Western Union. Money withdrawal transfer list of safe ATMs for your country. I don't think this needs to be said, but this is um, they steal credit cards. That's the point. Credit cards, PayPal accounts, stuff like that, and they give them to you for the low cost of all of your money. But let's look more into that. Frequently, we gotta love the fact. Fuck. And is it safe? Yes, it's safe. It's not. Do we accept escrow? We understand that there are a lot of scammers in deep web, so we are ready to accept your order through escrow. How do you proof that you are legit? We have been working since 2014 and looking at professionalism of members of our team and positive responses of our clients. If you can be convinced that we are legit. If you do not get a cards, we will refund the money. If you do not trust us, you can always make your order through escrow. I'm not too. I know that it's a deep web transaction thing. I'm still new to this, so I'm not really sure what escrow is or how it works. But I don't think that's enough. Like if no, like I'm saying, I'm not condoning this, but if I were to ever do this, I don't think that I would trust these people because if you're not able to properly give proof that you're safe other than saying, "Hey, just use escrow, it'll be fine." I'm not gonna do that. That's not happening, buddy. Uh, I mean, when do you send? Wait, when can you send my order? Immediately after payment. If we will, oh, fuck, I can't read it all. We will receive a notification of your order and process it. If you ordered a cards, we will ship your order within 1 day. If you ordered a transfer, we'll send it 1 to 1.5 hours. Uh, Difference. Clone cards have been copied. That's nice. Uh, we send any country. Yeah, right. Of course, we withdraw for ourselves, so we cannot cash much money in one small city because it's dangerous. It is also very dangerous to cooperate with agents in other cities because they can be the police. It is easier and safer for us to deal with the sale. We also believe in Bitcoin and hope to get rich with it. Right. Through theft of other people's. We sell the best quality products from US, Europe, Asia, and Africa. We have specialized and have over 5 years experience in this field. We check every card before shipping. We also offer a full refund if you face any problems with your order. Worldwide shipping. Always glad to help you. Uh, hmm. So they got the prepaid Visa cards. Comes with the PIN number. These cards are not associated with a bank account or person and are therefore considered the safest cards to use. These card costs are a little more expensive than clone cards because we've already cleared a cloning card and transferring money to a prepaid card. With this card, you can enjoy all the possibilities of use, shopping in stores and withdrawals, along with peace of mind. So I got the prepaid cards. These are the ones that they're the same, but they're MasterCard. Clone cards are literally they'll take your PIN number and your card number, copy it using an ATM skimmer, which is I think something you would put on an ATM. I'm not good at this. I'm not a criminal, but I think you put it on the ATM like in Terminator 2. Just no, maybe not like in Terminator 2. It's it's not a little wire hookup that you could do because there's a camera there, but you put it on there and then it reads. It's like a keylogger. It reads what people are doing and it sends the information somewhere, and then they just copy it, and then you lose all your money. So don't do that. PayPal transfers, Western Union transfers, gift cards. They got 8 to 14 days to deliver. $20 express overnight, 2 to 4 days. Hey, you said that it was 1 day for transfers in the other thing, so why is it different now? They got cards here, Imperial with the little date on it, 24/1. I'm gonna assume that says 2018, or 2016. Wow. All right. Well, you got your cards here. You got a pre-auth refund. Wow, you did it. Good job. I wouldn't call that valid proof, but hey, you do you, buddy. You know, uh, real buyer reviews. Hello, cards received. Thank. Withdrew money from 3 cards, 9K in a single evening. The instruction is really working. How much can I withdraw in one city? Yeah, okay. Money came. Thank you. How many transfers can be ordering from one day? Can make This is not valid proof that you're doing it. I cashed a $1,000 in ATM today. Tell me what limits for withdrawals per day can I use card for online purchases? Hi, thanks for card order received. Holy fuck. It's just them posting these. I love this. Oh, fuck me. Hello, cards received. Thank. That's the same. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Wait. That's the same one as up here. Come on, dude. Nano 96 to Imperial Store Team. Yeah, it's the same review. He must have been really short on reviews. You should really get your team to write up more of those. So obviously this site's a scam. Real buyers reviews not very valid. Um, that's fucking hilarious. I love that. So yeah, don't do it. But if you do, here you're gonna get scammed. There's 100% chance. So we're not gonna. So for us, we're gonna move right the fuck on. And here we have the happy unicorn. It's literally just this. Hello, I'm the happy unicorn. If you want good luck for 7 years, send Bitcoin to this address. I suppose you could send him Bitcoin if you want to. I don't know. I guess at least he's honest. He's not trying to peddle some kind of fake service or anything like that. He's just he just wants some money in return for this unicorn and really flashy color changing web page. The happy unicorn says you. Wibuluda. Wibaluda. Wibaluda. And that's that. It's a unicorn. If you like it, then help that guy out, I guess. If you want good luck for 7 years. I don't suspect you're gonna get that, but hey, you never know. Uh yeah, alright, let's just mosey on out of here. Here we have Sky's website. I like people's personal websites. They're always interesting. And so, what do we actually have though? Developed by Sky Clover and triple AAAs. Switch domains host. Thank you. Hey guys, Clover here. This is just a last minute update to the website as I'm going to be gone for a week. Me and my JROTC class are all going to Philly, so hopefully it's fun. I'm adding the Twitch live stream to the main index.html file for this trip. If I'm live, be sure to chat away. Anyway, see you guys later and hope to see you in the stream. Click here for interesting stuff I have found this year so far. Let's open that. Let's look at Daniel. I think that's Daniel Home. Yeah, that's actually just a crawler directory that I occasionally will use. Update log. Added live stream. That was back in June, so Clover has been gone. Hopefully our trip went okay. Triple Eight added more stuff. Added check word drop. Fixed error. So this is a newish site, but it hasn't been updated in a little while. Fortnite standings have been removed. Created site made UI friendly. Code it fully data. Science page is now deleted as it is not needed. Switch domain server Fortnite. Taking a break from development. I will be notified about comments still if you would like to communicate. Triple AAA joined in 2018. Righteous. Cool. What you got, Clover? Let's look at your blog. Hello, my name is Sky, and I'm the developer of this site you see here before you. It's nothing too special. This tab is meant to be just for random stuff that I feel I want to share with the world. I also have some socials if you'd like to check those out. Hello, I guess this blog is more about updates to the site and basically whatever I feel like belongs here. Sorry in advance for the spelling, grammatical errors, as I will go through all the information on the site once a week to fix minor bugs, small grammatical mistakes. Big issues like servers crashing or something like will be seen to right away. I'm also planning to add a new developer to this project so the CSS doesn't look like absolute garbage. The next thing I'm trying to give finished soon is the home page navigation of the site. It doesn't look the best and really want to make it look more eyesight friendly, also adding the end of the log marks so all these things get smushed together. All right. Hello again. I guess we can chat a bit. The past 2 days have been enjoyable enough, cleaning, working, and just playing video games. Today was nice though because me and my girlfriend were able to go watch the new Wreck-It Ralph movie. It was decent, but for the past couple Disney movies that are meant for kids have been filled with third wave feminism references. For example, towards the ending it said something like, "Alright girls, there's a big strong man that needs saving." Little things like that throughout the movie just make it more cringy, I guess. Same thing with that emoji movie. Other than it being just a dumb idea, they put lots of references in it. I don't know. From my POV, society is becoming too soft. Maybe that's the word. On another note, there's a book I've been listening to lately. It's called The Singularity Trap. It's pretty good if you're into space type stuff. I'm not going to waste time to explain it to you since there's a description when you click the link. I think I'm going to make this website more as a blog type thing. Like the front page will have the latest log entry type thing. I also want to thank people that actually read this. I might be making a onion link for the site so more people can see it, but before that happens, I'll have to make sure people can't find out who I am. That's all for today's log. Well, you have your name on the site, so just be careful about that. Alrighty, boys. To programming this site, I don't really know what I'm going to be coding here, but tune in to the stream to watch the coding at RPC Clover on Twitch. Please note that I'm going on vacation this week, so tune in next week for the streams. I might do IRL streaming, but I haven't made up my mind yet. You're not doing good at protecting your identity, friend. Hey guys, Clover here. This is just last minute update to the website as I'm going to be gone for a week. Oh yeah, that's the latest one. So you're updating forward, not backwards. Okay, that's fine. They got index. I'll check that in a minute. Developers. Developed by Sky Clover and Triple AAA. Sky main developer and owner of site. Triple AAA co-developer CSS, HTML, and JavaScript. Well, that's pretty cool. You got a site. Let's look at this book. I don't need that. Uh, don't do that. Don't ship to Austria. Um, the number one best-selling author of the Bobbyverse trilogy returns with a space thriller that poses a provocative question. Does our true destiny lie in ourselves or in the stars? If it were up to one man and one man alone to protect the entire human race, would you want it to be a down on his luck asteroid miner? When Ivan Pritchard signs on as a newbie aboard the Mad Astra, it's his final desperate stab at giving his wife and children the life they deserve. He can survive the hazing of his crewmates, and how many times, really, can near zero G make you vomit? But there's another challenge looming out there, in the farthest reaches of human exploration, that will test every man, woman, and AI on the ship, and will force Ivan to confront the very essence of what makes him human. What? Triple A. Welcome to the spooky land of Triple A's. What a great page I am, right? Why do you allow me to do this to you? So this is like a hidden page, I guess, because I didn't see this in the other thing. You should really fix that unless it's meant to be hidden. Um, This is where info about me will be. Also, this section of the site is technically hidden, so good job finding this. Oh, hey, it is hidden. Good job, you did it. I am a developer who wants to be a software developer later in life, and I hope that's working for you, man. And I am skilled in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, while I'm currently looking at other programming languages. This guy is a good friend of mine, and we work together on things such as projects and other things, uh, including this website. I believe that philosophy is an important thing in history and has influenced many events to happen, such as revolutions to gaining new technology, and I am also studying philosophy. Well, hey, keep busy. I would recommend moving the what a great page I am thing down here. Maybe make it big, make it like a almost obtrusive, just horrible thing. But that's just me. But hey, this is triple AAA and Sky Clover's website. If you want to check it out, I don't think they're updating it anymore. But if they are, that'd be cool. And then you could, yeah, you could just do it. Oh, also, guys, your tab for developers is spelled wrong. So if you could fix that, developers. Yeah, yeah. All right, what else we got? Index. Oh boy, PDFs. We gotta open all of these, of course, all of them. Don't download anything. Don't ever download anything. Uh, what is this? Algorithms and data structures. Wow. Recent years, association of computer programming has been recognized as a discipline whose mastery is fundamental and crucial to the success of many engineering projects in which I'm about. That is science. You don't want me to read all this to you. This is a full-on report. Preface, 1985 notations. Math is not my strong suit, which, you know, data or data if you prefer. Very what? uh, so it's in relation to programming. It looks like perhaps. Um, I don't know why you need it to be like this, but you've got a pretty nice documentation of how to do variables and structures and such things like that. So yeah, I'm not gonna look into that anymore. What else we got? Uh, Ego and His Own, Max Steiner, 1910. Oh, it's a full-on like book, I think, philosophy book. Reproduction of the first English edition. This transcript is a copy for electronic reading. Yeah, it's a full. They have this book here. Wow. Um, I'm not gonna get us in trouble for copyright, so that's gonna go. We got a song. Will it play? No. Maybe if I leave it there long enough. Yeah, let me pause that because there's another thing with video on it. That's an MP4. It looks like. Ooh. That's another wave file. I'm just gonna close that. Um, let that do its thing, I guess. I don't know who these people are, but neat. Uh, First and foremost, for the less academic readers, no offense intended. Equipment needed, a computer, how to Maine now to enjoy how to make the most out of school computers that are connected to an encrypted network or server. In this text file, I will offer brief explanations and minor insights into the easiest ways to sabotage and utilize teachers' software applications in your student shared area without the necessary to use any externally downloaded software or malicious coding. Okay, I'm not. No. I haven't been in school in a long time, but well, yeah, sure. We'll peruse. Sure, why not? Right. Uh, Remember, this information is what I have personally experienced and collected over several months as a student by using the school library and the computer in my ICT lessons. This information is only regarded as a reference and should not necessarily be promoted or encouraged in any form. If you do endorse this, the information enough to explore it in areas which I have attempted and luckily succeeded, then by no means am I responsible for any punishments or consequences that you as an individual receive as a result of unethically following this text guide. Now, I must admit, I am offering information here that is of low severity and not very serious, at least in a teacher's perspective, and is unlikely to even justify a good reason for an exclusion. All the following examples are easy to follow, very simplistic, and can be done most of the time without a teacher or assistant, or even in rare cases, the school network administration technician, if you are unfortunate enough for him or her to be looking at your area and what you are doing from another unique IP address somewhere else in the school system. Okay, enough of the excessive colloquialism. Let me first and most importantly start you off with some tips in order to avoid or you or your associates, friends promoting this behavior from getting caught by these heartless, merciless educators. Read the above paragraph regardless of magnitude. Please memorize following tutorials and for Oshkin copyright purposes, please do not save this text file to your Google Drive, OneDrive, etc., or share with others. I hope you respect the Oshkin guidelines and support my writing on these subjects. Will do, buddy. Forget where you found this document. I don't have a clue where you found it or where the primary source was, where it was discovered. It could have been decades since I wrote this file, and you could be reading this in the year 2025, 2030, so on. But I guess in the greatest likelihood you found it on some peculiar onion domain website using the Tor browser. Just a hypothesis, that's all. And if you have, then I didn't mean to creep you out. Honestly, I don't stalk people. You can if you want, buddy friend. Read this article back to front so it's memorized as if it's the back of your hand. You certainly don't want to arrive at your target destination and forget the tutorial itself. Be intelligent. You don't want these monstrous creatures chasing you, technicians. For each one of these, and every tutorial requires use of a computer, ensure you acquire a PC location that is facing away from the librarian so that they cannot directly see what's going on your monitor. There are some highly intelligent librarians out there, but I was lucky enough to have a very dumb one. Go to the library on a very busy day when all of the computers are occupied. This only applies to one of the following methods, as no doubt some idiots in a younger year group will get kicked out for bad behavior and run out with their equipment and just leave their account on the computer logged in. By the way, me and a friend managed to do this the other day, hence why we are explaining it to you now as a method. If possible, delete all digital traces of what you have done. Now that that's over, sigh of relief, my fingers are aching. We can finally move on to the tutorials, the part that you've so eagerly been waiting for. So I'll read a couple of these. I'm not going to read all of them because this is a long document. Well, yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. How long have I been here? I've been on the site for 15 minutes. Okay. Um, First method is solely as a matter of luck and you being present in the vicinity at the right place at the right time. This links comparatively to number 7 of the tips section, but the difference is that here I am offering you the full explanation. So first visit the school library on a busy break time, lunchtime, where there is a prolific abundance of mentally incapable younger children using the computers for online gaming purposes. RuneScape. Now this is already when the lucky part comes in handy. Wait, you have to be lucky this is the case. Wait till the librarian unleashes the violent and aggressive natured verbal attack on the students who are gaming and forcibly orders them to get out. At this moment, I can't read it. Oh, wow. At this point, it is considered a likely probability that they will instinctively snatch their possessions from under the desk and make a run for it to avoid potential detention or report card being issued. Now, as the librarian is distracted by them running out the door like a horde of barbarian warriors, exploit your only possible chance and sit in one of their seats. Okay, so you just take someone else's account, you sit down. So this is uh, how to get into it. Um, First of all, download specified from link is not a virus, Trojan, or etc. It has been tested by Oshkin safety standards and is of the highest safety. You will be downloading from a trusted site. Oh, excuse me. This one is probably with the police government. You have very mentally tough intelligence to figure this one out, as it's difficult for me to give an entire detailed tutorial. This method will require the use of a USB flash drive, as with the method above. As I stressed in the above lines, it is important that you follow step-by-step points in this method below. However, please note that this not always work on a school networks because many encrypted networks you require a network password to access the boot menu. To get the password screen, the key is usually F12. School's network require password as due. You need to be a school admin to access boot menu, your home computer's antivirus. This is all basic stuff. Like if you were a IT and your job was literally to secure a network like in a school or in a workplace or something like that, you definitely wouldn't want to be the kind of person who didn't secure the router or you know the network. Like you lock down the whole computer so no one can do stuff like this. The boot menu should be like 101. I'm not guessing that's going to work very often, especially nowadays. So don't do this. You might get in trouble with the law. Much more to be added. ASP file be updated and changed from my media player account download page. Olshkid 2017. Okay, so you haven't done that in quite a while, but yeah. So you got this guy writes a guy or girl, I guess, writes a guide on how to hack into school computers. Either he's really boring or she's really boring or I'm really tired, but we'll go ahead and get out of here. Did this ever load? No. No, it didn't. Alright. How about this one? Did this ever load? No. No, it didn't. But it's some kind of... You just gotta do the videos like this. You just gotta be like, you know, hi there, I'm a guy, I'm also a guy. We're together. Oh, whoa. That's not safe for work. Hey, you can't do that. That's illegal. You shouldn't be touching them there. Aye, Captain. Wait, I'm doing the same. Aye, Captain. I won't do it no more. And you, are you okay with what's going on here? Uh, oh, I'm gonna do it again. Ah. How did you feel about that? Oh, we're together now. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we're getting it. Fucking Jesus. I don't know what's happening. All right. We're both heroes. I don't know who those people are. I don't know who anyone is ever. Um, I already read this document, so I'm not doing it again. This is the spot where I'll put stuff. All right, you did it. Anarchist Cookbook. I'm not scrolling through this. This is a good way to get in a lot of trouble. Don't look at what the Anarchist Cookbook is. Don't follow anything in it uh if you already know what it is. Don't follow it because they track you if you read it. Pretty much, it's the rumor anyway. It's basically how to do bad stuff, and you don't you. We'll look at the index. Counterfeiting money, credit card fraud, lock picking. We got thermite bombs. We got paint bombs. We got steal hate school, phone related vandalism. We got napalm, exploding light bulbs. Lots of crimes is basically the point. This has been around for a really long time and has existed. Harmless bombs, jackpotting ATM machines, fun at Kmart. Kmart's gone, bro. Terrorizing McDonald's, Napalm 2, Blue Box Plan, Nitroglycerin Recipe, Operation Fuck Up, stealing calls from payphones, remote informer issue, Ma Bill tutorial, lots and lots of crimes is the point. You could commit crimes, but you should not. This book leads you to a lot of trouble if you follow anything in it. You are probably going to jail, so don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And it's not like the reverse psychology. Literally, don't do it. You will go to jail. I'm not fucking with you here. All right. Cool. Great. Awesome. All right. I think that's it for this site. Uh, we've been here long enough. It's actually been quite a while. Yeah, I don't know why I can't get MP4s or WAV files to play ever. But let's just see if there's anything else to look at. ID Lucy, home of the best Michigan fakes. Ooh, we're running the gambit of illegal services today. I can expect the FBI at my door any minute. So, we're doing fake IDs now. Thanks for using TOR. Our hidden service helps us to keep you safe and prevent other people, your ISP, school, and Cloudflare, a possible CFMITM, from getting access to your account information. About us. Wanna be 21 and get litty already? We make IDs for people who want to have a great time. We are one of the longest running high-end novelty vendors, starting from Reddit's r/fake ID. We offer one of the most accurately detailed templates based off of work from the original renounced Dionysus, Michigan, and Super Printo Bros, Montana, where the artists and development staff who work behind the scenes on these projects with combined experience of over a decade, now offering our artwork directly to you. We're a boutique domestic vendor. All of our products are custom, handmade, high-end products made in the US. No less packages ever. Not on an assembly line. We promise to be transparent, but please realize we are a very small team of young adults with a passion for a great nightlife just like you. If we run into a delay, we'll publicly announce it. We hope you will like our handmade craft. Heart, smile. Does it scan? We guarantee that the barcodes on our products are a 1-1 match, and they will give you the same result on the common scanners used by nightlife, etc. businesses as a real ID. It is completely impossible for a barcode or a club barcode scanner to discern between our barcode and a real barcode, and we're so confident in that. Here is an example for you to try out, and for BCS to try to detect versus a real ID. If these scan as fake, either some app just flagged the name address as fake unless or useless, since the barcode on your ID is personalized to you and the address would be a valid in-state address, or the app is marking all real IDs from these states as fake as well, which has also happened. Yikes. And it is the app that is wrong. Our barcode, to our knowledge, is the only true 1-1 barcode on the market, where past the data from a real ID, it will produce the exact same printed barcode. It is not the same tool sold to other vendors, and it is 100% impossible to tell the difference. We'll even pay you $100 if you manage to find an app usable by non-LE that can reliably tell our barcodes as fake, where they didn't just blacklist the name, address, etc. from these barcodes, but can tell a real ID from around the same issue date as our physical IDs as real. We think it's completely impossible. There's an example if you want to try to scan that. I don't know if you can do that through a computer, but if you can, you're welcome to try. And let me know in the comments if it works. How do I order one? You'll have to create an account by clicking here, then follow the steps to create your order and pay for it. Our price varies per batch, but is listed on the page you create your ID on. Please note that the ID image we print for you is automatically generated by this website directly using the information you enter, so please make sure you enter the information exactly as you would like it to show up, since we are not able to make edits for you. We do not see your ID until after it has already printed. Can I pick an age outside of your age range? Use someone else's real name on my ID? Buy an ID while I look way over age in the picture? Or do something else sketchy, like ask for a custom license number? Hell no! Our IDs are great and designed just for people trying to have fun. They won't work for anything outside of that purpose. We will not pass a box scanner, or we will not intentionally choose completely fake license numbers that will turn up invalid to make our products useless for anyone trying to use it for any other purpose. Our products will not pass a box scanner at settings used in financial or other high security application, and if we catch you, we will close your account and not process any of your orders. And Any amount you pay will be kept as a donation. Please don't ask for buying an ID or just a scan of the ID to verify some account, since we consider this fraud as well and are strictly against this. We will not override this policy no matter what you offer us. We really don't care what you're doing. No, you don't need an expensive fake with your real information just for fun. Just, or yes, it's a double standard, but we're just making these for one purpose only. Please get lit responsibly and remember, do not drink and drive. Remember, you're a 21-year-old adult now. Appear as a responsible adult, and those around you will treat you like such. And you'll have a better luck using your ID. Maybe someday the drinking age will be lowered and we won't even need these anymore. Yeah, let's all get drunk at age 10. We're going to have a whole little party and it's going to be great and everyone's going to have a great time. And no, 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 no. Shit, I'm 29 and I don't think I'm old enough to drink yet. Naughty vendor services. Are you a vendor? We are piloting our new vendor services platform now. Get access to the only 1-1 barcode generator, the best template, automation system, and much more. Sign up here. I'm not a vendor, so no. Shipping. We produce your ID and ship it within 2 weeks of you placing your order. With express shipping available, live tracking information, and ship domestic, get your ID in one of the fastest time frames on the market. Quality. ID Lucy's IDs are based on the renowned Dion system. That's up there. I don't care. Beautiful pressurations and optical variable image. Yes, yes, yes. Swipeable magnetic strip. We pride ourselves for having the fastest customer service response times and a multitude of self-service options to allow to get the fastest response time to any problems. Most people will never even need to use this. All right. All right. So don't do this. As always, I always say don't commit crimes. Um, if you get caught, you're gonna get in a lot of trouble. I don't recommend it. How to take a great how to all right. How to take a great photo for your fake ID. When you're spending $70 or more on a fake ID, please realize that we get a lot of orders. We will do our best to edit your photo, but if it sucks, is covered in shadows, or is blurry, there's not much we can do to improve it. For best results, follow our guide on how to take a photo of your fake or for your fake ID. Buy Boo poster board from the store. Look at your ID photo in real ID. The photo is taken from directly ahead of you with a flash, and the shadow, if any, is behind your head. Take a photo similar to that. No selfies, webcams, or low quality pics. Look clean and neat in your photo. Wear your hair neat and tidy. Try to minimize flyaway hairs. Wear contrasting clothes. If you're on a blue wall, do not wear blue. Wear dark colors if you're against a light background, and light if you are against a darker background. No sunglasses or regular glasses. Stand straight on. Do not take a pic from the side. Your photo needs to look exactly like a real DMB photo. Please do not send us passport photo scans. We need high quality photos. Do not take your photo against a wrinkled sheet or a textured wall. You. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nope, 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 nope. Well, thanks for the guide. If you want a fake ID, you didn't. I guess you could, but I don't. I don't support this. Don't do it. So we're just gonna go to the next site. And here we have Darknet City. This is a deep web Darknet game. You can sign up. Total players online 0. Top players terminal. Newest players C. Blake Seeley. Blake Slee. Got some screenshots. You could be a this horrifying monstrosity. Jesus. Um, you got your casino. You got fights, street races. Fucking whoa. No vehicles in your garage though, or planes. You got nothing. I mean, That sucks. I guess if you had stuff, maybe I'd be more wanting to play. This boy has a car. That's cool. You know, you gotta. This is strong. He's focusing on strength, and that's okay. And he's fast. No planes though. Still no planes. Uh, you, properties. You got some. So it's like you ever play a game called Mafia? I think that was it. It's just like a. Oh, that's a really base main page. About the game. Darknet City is an online browser game in which you can have your own virtual life. You can buy vehicles, items, properties, and you can do many activities. JavaScript is required. Nope, not happening. Character upgrades, buy items, buy vehicles, upgrade vehicles, buy properties, earn income, fight against other players, race against other players, train character in gym, go to school, go to work, advance with levels. Is there any? Oh, all these links up here lead to the stuff that's literally right here. Uh, so yeah, this is just a Darknet game. You could have the dream life. You could look like a fucking monstrosity if you want to, and that's about it. I'm not gonna try this out, but it's called Darknet City. Search it on your local Tor browser if you want it. Uh, but us, we moving on. The Tin Hat. Uh, welcome to the Tin Hat. Explore online privacy through tutorials and articles. Is Bitcoin actually private? Slant Mines action. How's WhatsApp signal and stream it are feeding the resistance? Yeah, sure. Light bulbs that know you're depressed, but data says so. Shield yourself from ransomware. That could be cool. So yeah, it's just got a bunch of different links and stuff. Anonymous blogging. Ditch your browser and use Brave. One of them is Bitcoin. Zero Net, the game changer. Why location privacy matters. Fingerprint in. What is the Tin Hat? Privacy is hard with the ever increasing amounts of data being collected by us or about us through an ever widening set of methods. Fighting back against surveillance often seems like a lost cause. The goal of this site is to convince you otherwise. It is to show you that meaningful privacy is both achievable and desirable through tutorials walking you through privacy preserving technologies and articles discussing the surrounding privacy, surveillance, big data, and technology. TheTinHat.com is a site that helps you find shelter and or from surveillance. Okay. Like the site, there are a variety of ways to help me create more content. So you can help him out, donate to him. Use Spider Oak promotion code the Tin Hat 15 to get discounted code Bitcoin wallet. Stickers, you can buy some stickers for the tinhat.com. You can buy whatever or email David at thetinhat.com. Email from Proton Mail. Who am I? It's only ethical that I clearly describe my qualifications. While I do deal with the theoretical and social implications of surveillance in my professional life, I am not formally trained in information security or computer science. What I have learned and I taught myself. Nevertheless, my posts are the product of much research, and I consider my strength to be that I am able to distill complex aspects of technology into a more understandable form. Consider me a translator, a messenger, of course, which means that I will be prone to mistakes. However, I make every attempt to ensure that this does not happen. If on the off chance it does, I urge you to please contact me immediately such that I can review the mistake and correct it if necessary. They're very private. You can use the Onion. I'm already there. No worries on that. Hall of Fame. The site is made possible by generous readers over on Patreon, including Soulmech, Dice 1904, Sean, and the Arcadia. Get your name. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Cool though. So yeah, Tin Hat, you can support them. We'll look at some of the articles, tutorials. Yeah. Add-ons. Darknets. We'll do VPN firewall. Oh, we're back to articles. Okay. Tutorials. Oh wait, articles. We'll go to articles. Oh, okay. So this is just kind of what's up here. Thoughts. Hmm. Rebranding the dark web. Trump's toolbox. PGP damned. Defense of the browser-based email encryption. Oh, 1 second. Sorry about that. I had some cat responsibilities. Can't do nothing about that. Right. So what do we got? How do I start anonymous blogging? Oh, okay. So it's just like I don't want to do tutorials. I'm not that interested in that. I want you to use Brave browser. Scratch that. I really want you to use the Brave browser. Why? To start, because I'm selfish. Indeed, as a small-scale publisher who doesn't believe in using third-party privacy-crushing advertisements, you using Brave actually helps me make money. But even if you don't care about my appeasing my selfish capitalistic desires, you should still use Brave because it's genuinely better and more private browser than its competition. Okay, it's all about the ads. Instead of just loading any ad that an ad network gives it, as other browsers do, Brave blocks ads by default. This not only protects against malware, but also prevents the extensive checking that advertising networks perform. Soon, however, instead of blocking ads outright, Brave will replace those potentially harmful ads with its own malware and tracking free ads. The way this works is that instead of a third-party ad network tracking the user's behavior to serve relevant ads, Brave tracks the user itself. I don't want that, and in more detail before pulling down an ad from its network. This sounds worse at first until you realize that it creates those detailed profiles locally. No data about your interests or behaviors is ever sent outside of your computer. This way you get more relevant ads without third parties knowing every site you visit and without downloading malware. Bitcoin cares about your privacy and is faster. What browsers are you comparing to exactly? Oh, there's a comment. So it builds a profile on you locally, and then the browser asks for ads based on that profile. That means nobody knows exactly what sites you're visiting, but doesn't it mean that once you've gotten enough ads, Brave Team or anyone else can work backwards and build a profile? I get that it's better, but I'd honestly rather see non-targeted ads. Okay, there's comments. So people that are looking here, is TOR safe? One of the most common questions asked about TOR is whether it's safe enough to be relied upon. While this is a perfectly useful question that should be encouraged, unfortunately it often results in battle flags being raised and the cavalry being called. On the left side are the die-hard TOR supporters, one who champion the technology as the liberator of humans far and wide. On the right are the naysayers. The TOR is a honeypot funded by the US Navy crowd, who cite NSA exploits, correlation attacks, and the evil exit nodes sniffing your traffic and hacking your docs. The reality of the matter is somewhere in the middle. This article will navigate through these attacks and defenses to clearly convey how safe Tor really is. It will do so by taking several claims about Tor and accessing their validity in clear and simple terms before summing up whether Tor is safe to use for two different use cases. Spoiler alert, use case matters. Claim Tor is funded by the US Navy. While this is true, it takes on a rather simplistic view of the government, and any reasonable level of thinking shows it is of little significance. Indeed, governments are hardly ever tightly knit, and it is not uncommon for several agencies to clash. The US Navy funds TOR because TOR is useful to its operations. Its operatives overseas need a secure way to communicate that doesn't stand out, which TOR provides, as it is to many other users, such as law enforcement. Nevertheless, the core concern here is influence. What if the Navy's funding compelled Tor to insert a backdoor for only the Navy? The problem with this is that Tor is open source, and putting a backdoor into open source code, never mind the code of a project that is intensely scrutinized by skeptics, is a pretty piss poor idea. If the Navy wanted a honeypot to use for surveillance, it would be far better off setting up a VPN company with highly competitive prices. After all, there's no way to verify that VPNs aren't surveilled. Exit nodes are evil and watch your traffic. This is a bit of a trickier claim because there's no way to verify it. As well, we must distinguish between privacy and anonymity. Evil exit nodes sniffing internet traffic do not necessarily compromise your anonym, anonymity, anonymity unless you're sending private identifiable information. In other words, if they just see a Reddit page loading, they have no way of knowing who's loading it unless it is accompanied by some piece of identifying information. Nevertheless, some exit nodes have certainly been caught sniffing traffic, but the vast majority have not, many of which are run by privacy-friendly organizations like Mozilla. As well, the use of SSL/TLS makes it significantly harder to sniff people's traffic, and attempting to break SSL/TLS radically increases the chance that the malicious exit node will be detected. Finally, traffic to and from hidden services never passes through an exit node, and so the argument simply doesn't apply here. Long story short, if you use SSL/TLS wherever you can and don't send identifying information without it, chances of an exit node betraying you are very low. Claim TOR is susceptible to correlation attacks. True. TOR is susceptible to correlation attacks. If a single entity controls both the entry guard relay and the exit relay, then they use statistics to potentially identify you. Note that they can't decrypt communications. Your traffic is still private, but they'll know your IP address and the IP of whoever you're talking to. This is a very hard problem to solve, but given the number of TOR relays, it is unlikely that your traffic would go through both the necessary guard and exit relay. Moreover, these attacks all have false positive rates, meaning that out of 100,000 users, they might be able to narrow it down to you and 5,999 others. 6% of all. For all intents and purposes, this isn't very useful, and therefore attacks against Tor typically aim for hacking the Tor browser itself. Yes, the Tor browser has been and can have been hacked. Yes, it has been, and it can be. Luckily, attacks against the Tor browser itself can be largely prevented by simply turning the browser's security slider to high. A major reason for this is that most attacks rely on the use of JavaScript to get past the Tor browser's defenses, so disabling it outright by turning up the security slider is an easy and effective solution to this problem. Of course, doing this will break a few websites, but that's a minor cost given the added security. Claim you can still be tracking while using Tor. Absolutely true, but also incredibly easy to fix. Most tracking mechanisms rely on something called browser fingerprinting. Fortunately, once again, you can simply set the Tor browser security to high. Okay. With these points in mind, assessing whether Tor is safe enough for you to use requires some context. Specifically, the decision must consider what you're using Tor for, what the risks are, how valuable hacking you is, etc. This is a process known as threat modeling, and while several books could be written on the topic, briefly consider the following simplistic examples to get a sense of what I mean when I say context matters. Lower risk. Browsing NSFW websites. For example, someone who's casually browsing some not safe for work websites using Tor is not likely or is likely not a high value target. The cost of surveilling de-anonymizing them is far too high given the potential reward for doing so. Law enforcement and intelligence agencies prefer to keep their tools as secret as possible. If they have a working attack against the Tor browser, they will only use it if it is warranted because deploying an attack runs the risk of revealing it to the public. Therefore, if you are using Tor to casually browse online privately and anonymously, there's little reason for concern. Just turn up your security slider to stop the basic web checkers, and you should be able to sleep easy at night. Higher risk. Leaking CIA tools. On the other hand, if you were leaking the CIA's hacking tools, you would want to take significantly more precautions. Indeed, an act like this would make you a very high value target that a powerful adversary would have an interest in revealing. All of those low probability instances I have described might become significantly more probable, never mind the fact that they are offset by a significantly higher personal risk. While I will refrain from giving too much advice on how to do this. Please consult people smarter than me. Simply turning a security slider to high would be far from enough to ensure your safety. Here you need to begin to consider comprehensive strategies that utilize Tor as a supplementary protection rather than the only protection. In other words, consider Tor a major piece of the anonymity privacy puzzle. But don't make it the only thing you're relying upon. Your strategy should be likely to work with or without Tor. TLDR, yes, probably, unless you're Edward Snowden or a drug kingpin. Want to upgrade your online privacy? I use NordVPN. Alright. Cool. Uh, Civil War. Do you guys think Google Maps? Fight. Yeah, sure. Fitness tracking. Okay. Military's not going to knock on my door. I'm not too worried about that. It's all about privacy. I know device fingerprinting is basically, or browser fingerprint. Privacy is the right foul get. Even if you hide your IP through a VPN, block cookies, and use a tool like uBlock Origin, you can still be tracked through a technique called device fingerprinting. Device fingerprinting is the process of reading and measuring various data about your device, such as screen size, installed fonts and plugins, and calculating the degree to which the combination of them are unique. For example, the combination of your 1440p screen, your Shockwave Flash plugin, and the Widevine decryption module, as well as the fonts that are installed on your computer, might be enough to identify you specifically. Ironically, this also means that if you install a laundry list of add-ons in order to protect your privacy, you may actually be creating a larger, more identifiable fingerprint for trackers to read. Fingerprints are typically described according to their entropy measured in bits. Fingerprint with 3 bits of entropy would translate to being unique among 8 times 2 to the third people. A fingerprint with 10 bits of entropy would mean only 1024. Share your fingerprint, obviously, because these numbers are exponential. A fingerprint of 15 bits of entropy would be twice as unique as one with 14 bits of entropy and 4 times 13. So, just disable JavaScript, ad block. We really just do as little as possible, and you're not going to be tracked. And this is the point of that. Easy peasy, not very complicated at all. Tutorials we already know. Fucking ransomware is like you get a virus and it encrypts your files and it prevents you from being able to access them. And it's like, hey, if you want your files back, you have to do so and so thing, or send us $400 in Bitcoin, or send us 400 Bitcoin, which is a lot more than that, because they don't like you. And then they'll send you a decrypting code sometimes if they feel like it, or a decrypting tool, and then you get your data back. But yeah, don't get ransomware. That's a bad. That's not good. Ransomware is everywhere, and it seems like it's destroying everything. It's attacking schools, hospitals, and businesses of all sizes, forcing them to pay tens of thousands of dollars in hopes that they won't lose all of their precious data. How long is this one? Sure, let's read it. Why not? Why not? Sure, whatever. Modern ransomware works by infecting a computer, encrypting all of its files so that nobody can read them without a secret key, and then forcing the computer's owner to send a ransom to the hacker in exchange for the secret key. If the owner doesn't pay, they may never see those files again. If those files are patient records, the clinic might be wiped out. If they were invoices, tax documents, and financial records, a business might go under. Of course, if the ransom were just paid in regular fiat currency, then the hacker could easily be tracked down and arrested. The typical solution to this is to use Bitcoin, a virtual peer-to-peer currency that can be made relatively private. However, some forms of ransomware demand prepaid gift cards or prepaid credit cards instead. Either way, this makes it incredibly difficult to track down the culprits. Regardless of the payment type, however, there's still a risk that the files won't be decrypted even if a payment is made. While this usually isn't the case, if it were, nobody would ever bother paying. It happens often enough that you don't want to rely on being able to pay the ransom and get your data back, no matter how much money you have. Therefore, the proper way to deal with ransomware is to back up your computer and back up your backup. There's a myriad of methods to back up your data. What's important is that you test your backup regularly. GitLab recently paid the price for not doing this. Additionally, it should be designed such that it won't be impacted should you get hit by ransomware. For instance, if your backup is on a hard drive or network share that is always connected to your computer, then ransomware will likely encrypt it as well. As such, you should ensure that your backup is either offline or that it is versioned such that if it is encrypted and overwritten, it can be restored to a previous state. My own strategy is twofold. First, I back up all my files to Spider Oak. Warning, I am an affiliate with them, which maintains separate versions of each file such that I can easily restore everything. You can use whatever cloud you prefer, feel comfortable with, but ensure that they are properly versioning your files. Without versioning, the cloud storage software might upload your encrypted files and override safe versions if you get hit with ransomware, rendering the cloud backup useless. Okay. Second, I back up a home server running FreeNAS, which allows me to snapshot my files and easily revert back to a safe state. If you don't want to set up a home server, you could use Windows 10's built-in file versioning or a tool like Deja Dup if you're on Linux. On top of backing up, it helps to take basic precautions such that you don't get infected with ransomware in the first place. Basic measures like not opening suspicious attachments and keeping software up to date go a long way in defending against ransomware. If you want to read more on that topic, it's the end of the sentence. If you want to read more on that topic, I would give this easy article on basic security practices a read. Cool. Alright, let's close that. Alright, resist surveillance. Don't get caught ever. Yeah, so it's basically just like it's a site about privacy. And that's the entire focus. Um, oh, it actually tells you the time. No, I'm not doing that. But basically, when visiting a new house, it's good to check whether they have an always-on device transmitting your conversations somewhere. Because if they don't, if they have sensors, then they can detect your body movements, your speeds, your sounds, your voice patterns, everything, and then they can track you that way. Is the point. We don't need that. You know what ransomware is? Rebanning the Darknet. Drugs, weapons, pornography, red rooms, trafficking, silk road, hacking, crime. Wouldn't surprise me if these were all words that everyday people thought of when asked about the Darknet. After all, we've seen it time and time again. Media outlets and public officials using the term Darknet in order to incite a sense of fear and discomfort when it comes to anonymizing networks. Yet, it shouldn't surprise you if anyone that this happens. The word dark doesn't have the most positive connotations. Rather, it tends to relate to secrecy and deviance. Alright. In the sense, Darknet would refer specifically to online markets for drugs, weapons, trials, pornography, etc., and would describe nothing about the underlying protocol. So it's just a kind of a dissection of that the term darknet. Okay, so the deep web has a lot of various things that people call it. The deep web, the dark web, the shadow web, the dark net, the shadow net. Oddly, they just they interchange those words and they just kind of mix them up and call it whatever it is. But the deep web is the deep web. It's just the web behind the search crawlers, and that's the only thing. It's people wanting privacy, and there's nothing more to it. Yeah, there's crimes on here and shit. I've even covered some of them in this episode and in other episodes. But it's at the end of the day, it's just people want to be left alone, and that's just what's up with that. So, Trump's toolbox. Since 9/11, both the United States surveillance apparatus has drastically expanded, both across the Bush and Obama administrations. Today, U.S. authorities have access to a vast array of surveillance tools and an alphabet soup of intelligence operations. Indeed, the toolbox that's available to the president is absolutely staggering. Okay, so he's got tools to track us, is the point. Screening technology uh, through the DHS, or maybe perhaps, I don't know. So, yeah, every article has it, it's about protecting anonymity, privacy, and he's affiliated with like VN or not VNs. That's a different thing. VPNs and uh, backup anonymous backup clouds and stuff like that. He just wants to, he just wants to be help people be private and do that. Okay. So this guy doesn't feel like piracy has a place in the world, and he feels as though the Pirate Bay should be shut down, probably. Piracy is a dying thing, really. When in the traditional way, doing it through torrenting is becoming harder and harder. Uh, so I hear, and that's just how it is. The methods that companies are taking to prevent piracy are becoming a lot more, you know, effective. People that are willing to try to bypass those securities are dwindling. It seems, at least that's what I've observed, and so yeah, piracy maybe is seeing the end of days. But that was all the way back in 2015. It is 2019 now, so I don't know what the state of things are, and I don't plan to. But what I do plan to do is go to the next site. And here we have Top 10 Dogs. Welcome to my TOR hidden service. My name is Mighty Pirate LeChunk Chuck, and I have rated all the dogs. I had to retreat to the dark web to avoid persecution for my research, and also to make it available in countries that tried to suppress it. Anyway, let's get right to it. 10. Got this little pupper. Look at him with this paw. He's so cute. I'm not good at dog breeds, but wow, we got a smiling dog here. He's happy to be on the deep web, safe from harm, protected. We got this old boy here. He's got a little flower for you, and that's something. That's really nice. You could really get behind that. I like that. We got this little boy who looks like he's begging for something, like a bad dog. You don't want to be begging, or maybe he's surprised. Either way, he's a bad dog. Then we have this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful boy or girl here. I'm gonna go with boy. Just the other one below it. Just being a good dog, getting ready to be, probably a pretty great, nice dog for someone. That's really important. You need to make sure that you're a good dog. We got this silly boy here. He's just doing his thing. Having a good old time. Lips flowing in the wind. He's enjoying the sun. Nice and dry climate. Maybe it's getting a little cold like it is over here. It's fucking freezing. Uh, this photogenic. Whoa! I saw the one below that too. This pupper here is a doggo. Actually, I think he's obviously a giant, and he's the size of the entire city. He's about to overrun it, and taking a quick little selfie before he does, he will breathe fire upon his foes and destroy them without any discrimination. Then we have this beautiful boy here. Now that's a girl. Look at those eyes. That's the pretty dog. That's a dog that deserves everything in the world, and I want it, and I need it. Wow. Holy crap. I can't stop looking. Hello, dog. Oh, fuck. It's so cute. It looks like I don't know if that's a logo for like a rescue or something like that, perhaps. I don't know. We got silly boy here. He's just, he's glad to be here. He's having a great time. Enjoying a couple drinks, playing a couple games, pool. Having the time of his life, and that's how that is. And of course, the number one cat is a Maine Coon. He is fucking gargantuan, but beautiful. He doesn't like to be held that way. Obviously, look at his evil, evil face. He's not. He's not feeling it, but we are, because he's beautiful. You did it, guys. I'm so happy that I could be a part of this list. Oh, yeah, it's so nice. Why not join me on IRC to discuss only the finest of dogs? You can see his onion here if you want to do that for IRC. That's cool. There's a AMIA search engine for hidden services, Facebook hidden service, DuckDuckGo for more very illegal stuff. Do not click. Let's click the very illegal stuff. They'll never see it coming. Wonder how illegal it is. It's YouTube. He's got a YouTube page that worked well last time we tried. Um, it's a Rickroll. Nope. It's hey, look, it's an ad for dogs. It's a Rickroll, guys. We haven't been Rickrolled, and it's been a long time. But because of ads ruining that, your Rickroll has failed, and all I see is another dog. So, with that said, let's go to the next site. And that about does it for this episode of Deep Web Browsing. Deep Web, Deep, deepwebbrowsing.com episode deepwebexplorationbrowsing.com episode 2. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you tell your friends. Uh, Deep web really isn't that dangerous. It's not that scary, but don't commit any crimes if they're presented on this or any other episode I do. Crimes are illegal and you will go to jail probably. Don't buy drugs on the deep web. Don't steal IDs. Don't steal credit cards, or don't do anything, or you're going to jail. Probably is the point. But me, I'm gonna go to bed. It's late, and that's that. I'm just yeah. Let me know what you think of this video and any others that I do like it, and more to come soon. But until then, I'm Robert with Uniconic Interactive, and I'll see you next time.